Hello everybody, my name is RV Last and welcome to a brand new game called Save the Princess! Yeah, something on Itch.io, I figured, might as well. So, your name is Lady Eleonora of Fendria. In order to prove your mettle as a knight, you have been given a quest. Apparently you can click these hyperlinks, so, I don't know. Mettle as a knight, sure, go for it. Born to an aristocratic family, you were destined for a life of idleness. However, even from a young age, you always admired the knights. Well, one in particular. After years of arguing with their parents and training in secret, they eventually relented. Now, after years of serving other knights as a page, you're finally a knight yourself. Yay! What is this one knight? Lady Etheldra was one of the first female knights, paving the way for young women like yourself. Even though... whatever. You've always admired her grace and fighting style. At least that's what you would say if pressed. In reality, you just like to watch her in the sparring ring. She's beautiful, though much older than you. But that's something you've always kept to yourself, and has nothing to do with your mission. Oh, really now? Frack it. No, let's see. Let's go back. You're finally a knight yourself. Sure. Okay, that's the same one. Not gonna worry about that. Quest. Here we go. It's the same thing. So, in a surprising decision, the king himself has sent you a newly honored knight on a quest to save his only daughter, Princess Theophania. The princess was captured by a terrible dragon a fortnight ago, and no knight has yet to come back from the journey to find her. You suspect the king sent you out of desperation. Still, you're excited to send out on such an important quest and have figured out several ways you can go about this. Firstly, you can ask around about the dragon to see if any of the nearby villagers know anything. Second, you can travel to the mountain in search of the beer's lair. Lastly, you can rely on your skills of tracking to find the dragon. Alright, let's go first ask around. Of course, being in a hurry, you only have time to ask one person. Oh, for fuck's sake! You can look around, you can see a peasant and a mage. A little farther down the path, you can also see what appears to another knight. Alright, peasant. You walk up to the peasant and ask him politely if he knows anything about the dragon. It looks like you're crazy. Yeah, he says. It's a great bloody dragon. Doesn't seem to have much more to say. For fuck's sake! Having gathered all that information, you decided to follow the dragon's path. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. We're going to the other one for now. Let's see. The mage. You attempt to initiate conversation with the wizard. Well, he begins, unprompted. I can tell you it appears to be a migrating dragon. Based on the color and patterns of the scales, I'd say it's quite young too. Probably heading north for the winter. Nothing to worry about. Really, I'd say we were lucky to see him at all this time of year. He keeps going on like this. You back away toward the path. He doesn't seem to notice. For fuck's sake. Alright. Let's see. Maybe a good guy, Nike here knows something. Jogging up the path, you see it is indeed another knight. He appears to be trembling and makes no move to acknowledge you when you put your hand up for a high five. Awkwardly put your hand down. Without looking up or waiting for you to speak, the knight begins talking. It was so horrible, he says, still shaking. So many teeth. For your own sake. Don't go up the mountain. Then he goes back to ignoring you. Road. Right? Having gathered all that information you could, you decide to follow the dragon's path. The path leading to the mountain is large and well-traveled. It currently has dragon's prints present in the soil. Following it leads up to the mountain until you reach a fork in the path. Both options look largely the same to you. So it's up in the air where you go left or right. Let's go left. Following the path to the left, you eventually come across the mouth of a large cave. If the unusual heat is anything to right, this is the lair of the dragon. Well, what about the right side? The very path doesn't seem to lead anywhere after a while of walking. You decide to turn back. For fuck's sake! There was nothing in there. Before you go in, you decide you have to mentally prepare yourself. If you're being completely honest with yourself, you've been rather avoiding the elephant in the room. You know the princess. Oh, really now? Of course, you've met her before, being a member of the royal court, but you do her better than most knights. In all actuality, you sort of dated. What? Well, you dreamt of being a knight. Princess Theophania dreamt of being anything but a princess. She called herself Tiffany, and while you wandered around to keep playing hero, she played commoner. You were fast friends as children. Of course, you didn't know who she was back then, but you had your suspicions. Oh, really now? She often had to run off without explanation, and she always seemed very busy. Still, you decided to let her have this one secret. You remained friends as you grew up, but it wasn't until you reached courting age that things really started to change. Realized that around the age of 13 that you cared for Tiffany as more than a friend, but it was the age of 14 that you realized she also cared for you. All in all, your relationship didn't change much. You still did the same things, played the same games, but it seemed deeper somehow. You were closer than before. Of course, that all ended when you found out who Tiffany really was. Oh, you haven't seen Tiffany in 4 years, and at that moment, the prospect of seeing her again scares you more than the thought of seeing the dragon. Still, you wasted enough time. For fuck's sake! She did! Taking a deep breath, you draw your sword and prepare yourself for whatever's in there. You step into the cave. Sure. The cave is thankfully lit by a fire somewhere near the back. Looking around, you see a large green dragon sleeping in the corner, countless of stacks of books, and Theophania! My beloved princess! I'm here to save you, you whisper as you get closer to the princess, mindful of the sleeping dragon behind you. I'm sorry. I'm here to save you. There we go. Much quiet. The princess seems startled to hear your voice, then turns from the fire. A range of emotions pass over her head. Her face, surprise, confusion, joy, irritation. She only speaks once her expression has been schooled into something more neutral. I don't need saving. I'm perfectly fine. You raise an eyebrow. Fine? You were kidnapped by a dragon! You don't want to be here. Here. He didn't kidnap me, she explained. He helped me escape. I was supposed to be married tomorrow, Elora. Married! To a prince! Her face is expressive again, and she is very clearly upset. You can understand the feeling. I convinced the dragon to take me here in exchange for the books from the castle library. She stops looking at you nervously. You were what? Going to hide here and wait for the kingdom to think a dragon ate you? Can't run from your problems, Theophania. You were hit by a sudden realization that this was a bad idea. You shouldn't have talked to her. You shouldn't have come here. You shouldn't have become a knight. Oh, shit. Of course she can. She ran away from you, didn't she? Yeah, she did. She crumples. I know, she says, dejected. We can figure something else out. I promise. You were willing to risk being eaten by a dragon to avoid this marriage. I'm sure we can convince your parents it's a bad idea. But you have to go back, Theophania. You're sure her parents will understand. They'll be so happy to have her back. Surely they'll postpone the marriage. But they don't. She agrees to go back with you, and even though you personally made the case to her parents, they won't listen. They set their marriage for the day after, and you can't. You have to do something. You can only think of one way to stop this. Run away from your problems. No! You can't let this happen. You can't have a hand in forcing any of this. You wait until the night to break her out. After the king and queen learned what happened, she was ordered locked in her room, but really, it isn't that hard. You tell the guards it's time to change shifts. They believe you. Of course they do. You're a knight! For crying out loud. It turns out the door is unlocked. It turns open in your hand, creaking. Tiffany, turns around. You don't have time to get her out of here. You hold her hand. Tiffany! She takes your hand. What the hell? Maybe? The end! Oh, hello. She takes her hand, understanding the need for silence. She looks around as if she didn't expect you to rescue her. In the end, you make it out. You plan ahead, you take the route that's free of the guards, and just like you're out of the castle, you can tell Tiffany she wants to talk. You know deep down that you need to, but for now, you take a moment to enjoy freedom! The end. Aww. Oh my goodness, but now what about the other plot points? You don't want to be here. Can't talk to her. You can feel her skin crawling in my skin. Anything but this, you think. You'd rather fight the dragon than to confront her. She doesn't seem to notice your hesitation. Oh, really? He didn't kidnap. Oh, hey, hello. You shouldn't have talked to her. Let's see. Nope, doesn't look like it. Can't run away. Okay, so nothing. Gotta do something. Nope. Hold on. Okay, so what about we go back to the start and see what happens? Holy crap, there's gonna be a lot of clicking. Here we go. Go to west. Travel to the mountains. Okay, about tracking skills. Your keen tracking skills tell you the dragon followed the path with dragon size schemes to lead to the mountain. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, so it's basically just a linear with the hyperlinks being branching, but at the same time it all goes into the same path in the end. Ah, I was actually expecting 4 more paths than that. I'm kind of sad. Anyway, guys, this is it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out the game for yourself. I don't know, this is a role-playing game actually, more or less. Yeah, gonna be down in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!